Hello and welcome to this tutorial, and this tutorial is going to be a practice example tutorial. And in this tutorial we are going to design a Java program which basically accepts two numbers from the user, and it is going to actually take these two numbers and it is going to basically add it. So the main purpose of this practice example is to the main significance of this practice example is to basically revise the concepts which we have covered in the previous sections. So now let's go ahead and let's get started with the tutorial. So as we need to accept two numbers from the user, we actually need to create two integer variables. So we type in integer, let's say n1, which stands for number 1, and let's say integer n2, which stands for number 2. Now once we have these two variables, let's go ahead and let's ask the user to enter these two variables. So we type in system.out.println, and in there we type in enter first number. Now in order to basically accept the first number, we actually need a scanner. So we also declare a scanner here. So we type scanner sc equals new scanner, and inside it we type in system.in. So basically right here we have created the object of the scanner. Now let's use this object to accept the input from the user. So we type in sc.nextInt, and basically whenever we are accepting integers we use sc.nextInt. So what this line of code right here is going to do, it is that it is basically going to accept this number which the user has entered, and now once it has accepted the number, we actually need to store that number into the variable n1. So we type n1 equals sc.nextInt. So it is going to extract the number entered by the user and it is going to store it into the variable n1. Now let's do the same thing with the second number. So we type in system.out.println, and let's ask the user to enter the second number. So we type enter second number, and now let's accept the number and store it into the n2 variable. So we type n2 equals sc.nextInt. So this should be nextInt, as we are accepting the integer value. Okay, now once we have these two accepted numbers, the only thing which we need to do is that we actually need to add these numbers and store it into a third variable. So we declare a third variable here which is called as, let's say, total. So in order to add these two numbers, we simply type in total equals n1 plus n2. So once we have the total with us, we simply need to display the result. So we type in system.out.println, and to display the value stored in the total variable, we simply pass in total variable over here to the system.out.println. So this basically is going to display the value which is stored in the total variable. So now let's go ahead and save the code, and let's try to run this thing and see if it works. So as you could see, it has displayed the text as enter first number. So let's say the first number is 10, hit enter. Enter second number, let's say the second number is 40, hit enter. So as you could see, it has returned us the result as 50, which is nothing but addition of these two numbers. So that's basically how you perform addition operation by accepting two numbers from the user. So basically in this tutorial what we have done is that initially we have declared some variables to accept the two numbers and a third variable to basically store the result. Then we have created a scanner in order to accept the user input, and after creating the scanner we have actually asked the user to enter the two numbers in these 4 lines of code. So this is for accepting the first number, this one is for accepting the second number. Now once we have these two numbers, we have added them up and stored them into a variable which is called as total. And finally, in order to display out the result, we have used system.out.println, and we have simply passed in the variable which actually holds the value of the result. So that's basically how you design a program to accept two numbers from the user, add them and display it on the output screen. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Thank you.